Keep your hands out your face, especially in a public place, not least the last. Wear a mask, take that class from Megan Side. You save a life, take a doc's advice, not lots of light, no police takes. With a yes said a no, economies close over pathogens we can detect. The long incubation time of DNA fake and make the chain look correct. When in fact you could be infected, impact your loved ones with that neglect. Let's face it, the president's basic, unlike his offices needs respect and love. No fear now. I give love. No fear now. I want love. No fear now. I have love. No fear now. I need love. No fear now. I give love. No fear now. I want love. No fear now. I have love. No fear now. I value my freedoms, defend our rights, and I'll tweet it to let you know. With a post on the gram, long form on Facebook, YouTube with the live show. Our lives are material, more in the spiritual, milk for this physical flow. Don't sit back and watch as we get to March and let's see how far we go. Stop spreading misinformation about hydroxychloroquine. Close contact and bumping into me in stores ain't happening. I'm not dying for a country that just sees me as a good again. They don't even see me unless it's because of questioning me. What you want, man? Love. No fear now. I give love. No fear now. I want love. No fear now. I have love. No fear now. I need love. No fear now. I give love. No fear now. I want love. No fear now. I have love. No fear now. Hubris makes us vulnerable, also quite intolerable. Thinking we the best to pull wool over these vegetables. I ain't living miserable. Race and hate ain't invisible. Take a knee, indivisible. While my rights ain't admissible. If king is capital, queen is corona. If he holds the crown, she is the owner. Who is the master? Who's the controller? Can he give it up? Will she pass us over? That's love. No fear now. I give love. No fear now. I want love. No fear now. I have love. No fear now. I need love. No fear now. I give love. No fear now. I want love. No fear now. I have love. No fear now. Diamond, oh, what a sound. Platinum I got laying round. Gold, power to behold. SARS-CoV-2 rare to be found. Diamond, oh, what a sound. Platinum I got laying round. Gold, power to behold. SARS-CoV-2 rare to be found. I want love. No fear now, speak love. No fear now. Peace, peace, peace and plenty, peace and love. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining us this Friday night. Papa Biz in the house.
Yes, right here, right here. It's Friday night.
Miles Megacypher in the house. We love you. Everybody, let's make this trend. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with us. Right now, I'm going to ask everybody in the chat room to share this. Okay? And then I'm going to ask you again in the middle of the show and at the end of the show. Because what I did something really special this week. I was inspired by a couple of conversations I had with fellow artists, some other performance groups that they're a part of. It was Watermelon Slim in particular, who just receives a link from the hosts every week. He receives an invite and a link, and then he can jump in if he wants. And so that's what I did this week. I think I shared it with about 12 of my friends, 12 of my artist friends. I just shared the link, and I got one response back from Dale Novella saying she can't make it this week. But she is looking forward to next week, which for me is really encouraging, because I've had conversations, as I've told y'all, through the weeks where folks have said, look, I love what you're doing and I want to be a part of it. Keep it going. So we're here keeping it going. We are asking you to share it so that when folks are coming in and they're a part of this, they see that it's a vibrant community, because y'all are really vibrant. You know what I'm saying? We love the comments and we thank you for being here with us every week. And so we want to show the artists that this is actually a vibrant community. And it's a platform for artists with something healthy and healing to say to the world. Right, Papa Biz?
Yes, yes, for sure. Sure.
That's why we're here. So yep. we are representing Veterans for Peace with a live platform every single Friday night from 8 p.m. until midnight Central Standard Time.
That's 9 to 1 Eastern, and I think 6 to 10 on the West Coast. And you can tune in from anywhere in the world. Of course, you could send us content beforehand, and if we have a conversation and you want that to air, I would gladly air it. So this is truly a platform for artists with something to say to the world, something healthy, something healing, something not, full of your ego. What's going on in the chat? Hi guys, I believe you did a live talk on Guantanamo. Is it recorded and available anywhere to watch? Please, thank you. A talk on Guantanamo. I was involved, Iva, I was involved in a talk on Guantanamo. It is recorded somewhere, and throughout this show I'll be thinking about it to get it to you. I believe I did that with it wasn't on Guantanamo. It was with We Are Not Your Soldiers. I think you're talking about something I was involved in on Monday. So yeah, like I said, some of my friends have the link, and folks might just pop up into the room. So that's the way I have it. That's the way
nice.
I'm envisioning it.
Nice.
What's up, brother? What's up?
Oh, I said it'd be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice. That's what I've been envisioning, and I believe it can happen. You know what I'm saying? So I believe it will happen at some point. It's just, we'll see when it manifests. And I've got some good tracks on for y'all tonight, and we're going to talk about some things that are going on in the world, of course. Cool. Solidarity. Thank you, Alex, for being here. Jerry Alatalo, you're here every week. We love you, brother. Thank you for being here with us. Cool. Eva said it right the first time. Awesome. Peace and power, y'all. Y'all are powerful. Y'all are powerful beings. You could be anywhere on this Friday night, and you've chosen to be here with Veterans for Peace. So that says something about you already. That's really good. Yeah,
Yep.
There's lots of places to get distracted right now in our world.
Oh, for sure.
Fred Brown, evening, brother. I'm going to share some music with y'all right now.
All right.
You feel good about that?
Nah, I feel good.
I did 5 hours today. I was on from my morning went like this, everybody. I was with We Are Not Your Soldiers this morning. From my time, 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. And we did 5 classes, 5 40-minute sessions, and these were recruitment awareness workshops. So I don't want to say anti-recruitment or counter-recruitment, but I like to say recruitment awareness workshops. It makes it raw. The acronym is RAW. And I get really raw in the class, and I share, honestly, experiences that I suppress, that I don't share anywhere because they hurt to think about them and to remember them. So like the album Civil I Am, the album that brought me to Veterans for Peace, I didn't write that album until I was out of the Marine Corps for 17 years. I released it 18 years after getting out. And I only wrote the album because I was raising my son, Tafari, and it was too much suppressed pain coming up in the way I was being a young father. So 29 years old, young father. He was my first child. And I had to deal with some stuff. So I wrote this album, Civil I Am. And I think I have 3 tracks to share with you from that album, and then one from my Code Switching album. I'm going to share Attention right now. And Attention is a song about bringing attention to the epidemic of veteran suicides. We have 22 veterans a day committing suicide in this country, and we have a society and a country that ignores it and is not informed about it and isn't concerned about it and blindly thanks veterans. So this is a song I'm guilty of it too, right? Because I live here, I pay taxes, I'm part of part of the complex, even though I work against it. So this is a song of self-awareness and introspection and self-reflection, and a song of asking for attention for a group of people who don't ever speak up about what's going on in their lives. Yeah. Cool. Attention. Keep it moving, not observant, public servant, out of service, out of order, get in line, don't deserve this, that's absurd, it's best practices, Sunday masses, nightly news, feeds the masses, mass extinction, on the brink of human evolution, magic, cult like culture, distribution, independent, music matters, human trafficking is sadder, collective consciousness could raise the bar with our purchase power, most of cowards disavow me or condemning, call me sour, I can take it, I've been called every name but fake. To my friends, I am that's goodness. To my enemies, I'm strange. To myself, I'm just a nightmare. Sleep is something I can spare. Burn the wicked, both ends, work and research because I care. Prayer and meditation are my forms of medication. Super saturated, antibiotic resistant nation. Passive in the face of injustice. Watching, waiting. Do I have your attention now? Throw your fear and apprehension out. Why you waiting for the sun to come down? Come on. Do I have your attention now? Throw your fear and apprehension out. Why you waiting for the sun to come down? You missing everything. They're not like me, their God's frightening. They don't like me, they're not right-wing. War's the right thing, thunder, lightning, more and bigger. Buy brand new things, I want options, I need choices. Take my freedoms, ignore our voices. Safety's got its price, and I'm ready to pay it. Take me to the heights of the dragon so I can slay him. With the lives of our soldiers lost, we'll never know the true cost. Take me to the depths to decay where I can't shake it off. The makeup's caked up for the cameras, I can't take it off for 15. I sold my soul, so what's the loss? They're not like me, their God's frightening. They don't like me, they're too right-wing. War's the right thing, thunder, lightning, more and bigger. Buy brand new things, we are the greatest. They are all evil, they are the axis. We are the people, they are the other. Created unequal, we want justice. They need democracy, it is their right. So says our plutocracy, and they'll embrace us, or we'll erase them off the face of the earth. In this war on terrorism, these wars have got to end. These wars have got to end. Say it, these wars have got to end in your home. These wars have got to end in our streets. These wars have got to end. These wars have got to end. Do I have your attention now? Throw your fear and apprehension out. Why you waiting for the sun to come down? You missing everything. You missing everything. Do I have your attention now? Throw your fear and apprehension out. While you waiting for the sun to come down, you missing everything that life is about. Community, common beliefs, common goals, common achievements, coming out of the cold. Coming to terms with bereavement. Can it take hold? What can we achieve when? Yo, this is Civil I Am. This is produced by my man Henny. Trap beat. Political rap. I stand for change, march for peace, rap what I see and don't rep the beast. I got more than belief when it's freedom of speech, like Malcolm X on a Sudanese beach. Witness and justice, got to speak. Each one teach one and got to reach. Move the streets, use these beats. Peep my game as I pop the leech on sheets and suits and hoods and ties. Disguises, caring, concerned guys. You legalize genocide by design. It's amplified. I turn up Air out your lies with shocking truths on rhythmic lines. Loving vibes, he's magnified. Loving vibes, I magnify.
I am a civilized man.
I have a family, y'all.
Together we have plans. I work hard, I vote. I want to buy land.
Does it need to be said?
Civic duties. Civil I am.
I break my neck for pay that breaks my back, and I pay my bills. Check my resume, it says I rap and I can aim and kill. Plus I'm educated. I ain't waiting on a label deal. These words are venerated. They the greatest that you'll ever hear. This is for my vets in here, my family and servicemen, active duty, children hoping parents don't deploy again. This one's for the parents of the children that were lost in war, soldiers or civilians or the victims of an unjust law. Stand your ground, don't back down. When they come, gather round. It's here and now. Modern cities run like old southern towns. Road police unaccountable to human decency. You'll hear this plea or ignore it based upon your frequency. I
am a civilized man.
I have a family, y'all. Together we have plans. We work hard, we vote. We want to buy land.
And do my civic duties. Civil I am.
There's more than meets the eye. I need more than a slice of pie. We need more than a slice of cake. Or this whole body gonna die. Give them choice and choose a lie. Give them voice and who deny. Maybe I'm trapped in time. Maybe I'm occupied. But I won't stand by or identify with systems that oppress a man. I call out lies and rhyme schemes filled with wisdom that can stretch the land. I need extra hands to hold the lights, fill the venues, help sketch the plans. I'm just one voice for the many, y'all. Civil, I am.
Got my hands up. Please don't shoot. Stop shooting. Stop shooting. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
You know, we tired of hearing
Put your hands up. Put your hands
about
up.
reasons why it might have been justified.
Put your hands up.
It's never justified. The theft of this land is unjustified. How many brothers and sisters have died at the hands of police officers is unjustified. How many of our poor white brothers and sisters have died at the hands of police? It's unjustified. Our red brothers and sisters, our yellow brothers and sisters.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Thank you for being here with us tonight. Thank you for sharing in this experience. We're going to get into some conversation. We're going to get into some dialogue, me and Papa Biz and Papa Biz and I, and wait for our friends to join us in the chat room and read your chats and comments. Thank you for your love and support in the comments, y'all.
Yes, thank you very much. I noticed one of our viewers was asking about video, and could they present some video? And yeah, we would more than likely, since I'm not familiar with your work, Lance.
Nice.
That,
I see it here.
you know, yeah, that you could submit something to Megasci, review it. Go to our vets, go to the page here, and there's some guidelines on what we're looking for. And we're always, yeah, I would think we could share video, right?
We can share video. I can definitely share artists' videos. Share it in this veteransforpeace.org/ourwork/VFP open mic. Send it there, and then Papa Biz and I can both look at it. We want to make sure that your work, that the material you share, that we share with the world. Peace, Sarah. Thank you for joining us tonight. We want to make sure that the material is not militarist. You know, you'll hear some music from me that sounds very militant, that is militant, but you won't hear music from me that is militaristic. You won't hear music from me that glorifies violence. You won't hear music from me that is misogynist. There's no music that comes out of my mouth that shows a hatred for women. So I don't call women out of their names, and I don't objectify women in order to get views and likes and comments and reposts. And you won't also hear materialist materialist music. So even though we live in a material world and the things around us are made of material, you won't hear music coming out of my mouth that glorifies the accumulation of material things. So I'm not trying to accumulate more cars, more money, more bank accounts, more houses, anything like that. I am making music that is introspective. And I'm not saying everybody who comes up here has to do that, but you can't come up on this stage, because this is a stage that we run. You can't come up on this stage with materialistic, misogynistic music. You know what I'm saying? Glorifying war and violence against those groups of oppressed and marginalized people, because that's not what our community wants to hear. And we've had quite a few artists already on this platform with music that fits the bill. And most of my friends, like 90% of my friends, make music like this. So it exists in the world. And I always have people saying, where is this? Why can't we hear more music like this? Well, it's because it's hard to get funding for it. It's hard to get commercial sponsorship for music that isn't trying to get you to buy stuff, right? So that's a prediction. That's the real place of it. That's how it is in the world. And artists like us build our own groups, our own followings. And so as more people share in this platform, this following and all the followings associated with it grow. So that's the theory. And yeah, I've seen it work. I've seen it work in the real world with an open mic that I ran for 3.5 years, and gotten the support and love necessary for my friends to know that it's real. And so this is an experiment. This is our 8th week doing this. And I think we've had a really good turnout, considering that our guests come back every week and y'all chat with us and talk with us and stay almost the whole night. And we've had some guests here and there.
That's amazing that they do that.
Yeah. So I think all in all, it's working. And you know, I don't think folks are tired of us yet. And, you know, yeah, let's see how it happens the next few weeks. I'm getting eye surgery on March 25th, which is definitely going to put me out for a few weeks. And so we'll probably take a hiatus through April. But we'll be here through March. And then take off April, and then I'll come back with new eyes. You know, I wear these glasses because I have you see my eyes, like I look like I'm half asleep most of the time. This is my eyes open. My eyes are fully open right now. Yeah. And I know they look like, I can see myself on the camera and it looks crazy, but my eyes are open. And I have like this, like the way light affects my eyes. That's why I wear these glasses. These are prescription, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm not shining on y'all. I'm not wearing sunglasses because my future is so bright. I'm wearing sunglasses because that light is so bright.
Yeah.
I love you,
We
man.
got it. It's all good. It's all good.
What's good in your world? I got some announcements, some Veterans for Peace announcements I can make, but I kind of want to hear what's good in your world with Can Evangelist and
with the cannabis in Missouri, that's but we did get the bill introduced, a parental bill, and I posted. I actually read the entire bill on my 420 show, so that was a good thing this week. And some of our friends got their vaccine done, so family members, that's making progress in that area. The cold snap that they had here in Missouri is long gone. It's in fact, just last week, in fact, tomorrow it's going to be up to almost 55 degrees. Crazy weather. So it's climate change for sure. But other than that, just living life and trying to get back to some kind of normal, to hang out with my grandkids and all that. But that's we're just plugging along here. We actually did get one reading of our bill in the Senate, in the House, in Missouri, I should say. When I'm talking cannabis, folks, I'm talking about mainly Missouri politics. But
that's new. People, I mean, Missouri just legalized what, last year?
Yeah, yep.
So it's
actually we legalized in 2018.
Okay.
and it took all of 2019 and most of 2020 because of the pandemic. Things got really set back in licensing and everything. So the whole program has been set back a year essentially. So we now have I think 3 growers in Missouri, and for the whole state right now, and I think we're allocated, I want to say 25 or 30. So there's still going to be, I've told folks to hang on. The prices are kind of high in Missouri, but hang on. By midsummer and definitely by next fall, there'll be a whole lot of other options for people to go to. Right now, it's just very limited. So
I
yep.
cannot. I look forward to the time when it is legal everywhere, and people can
Yeah, I do
enjoy
too.
the benefits,
I do too.
the health benefits, the mental the physical benefits. The mental, emotional benefits.
Yep,
You know,
that is for sure.
and our society can benefit from its cousin plant, the hemp plant, right?
Well, it's all cannabis, all right. So yeah, you got the
But the hemp fiber, like it's a different. The hemp plant is a taller,
the hemp,
thicker plant, right? Like to
yeah, it's
use
called
like
cannabis root. Yeah, it's cannabis rudicus. I think, and
Okay.
I might not be getting that Greek name right, but yeah, it's the 18-foot. It's the industrial plant that they use. But you have some medical cannabis that can grow 18 feet and 20 feet wide. I mean, like trees.
Yeah, but
It's
like
unbelievable.
corn, like I don't want to make gasoline out of corn. I want to keep the corn as corn, and I want to use the hemp plant for gasoline, and use the can and use
Well,
the
you can
you
use
know
hemp for all kinds of stuff. That's
yeah.
for sure. The hemp plant.
Um,
Yeah.
Something else that you mentioned just now was the pandemic, and Biden is actually doing a really good job. This administration has done a great job, right, by addressing the issues, rolling out a vaccine.
Yeah. So far, so good. Yeah.
Infection rates have dropped significantly, right? Daily
Yeah,
infection
for
rates.
sure.
Did you get your vaccine? You said you were going to get it, or no?
No, I did get mine. I got it on March, February the 11th. February the
That's very
11th at
cool.
over at Leavenworth here, Leavenworth, Kansas. Not at the fort, but at the Eisenhower VA over there. That's the name of that's the name of the medical center in Leavenworth, and it sits right next to the National
Cough,
Cemetery.
cough. Fred Brown said, "Yep, cough, cough. Education for the medication." Okay, I thought he was
Yeah.
talking about the vaccine.
Well, you could get cough with that too, but I think he might have been referring to something else. Maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know. I mean,
that's
after
awesome.
all, there is something behind me that gives it all away. So, have nothing to hide here. That's for sure.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I can't wait till Alabama is a legal state.
Hey, would you be ready for a poem?
You have a reading for us tonight?
Well, I do have something prepared. I do.
Well, I'd say I'm ready.
I wanted to share with everybody tonight. I'll hold this up and maybe they can. There we go. It's
I'm
the eye of the ghost.
I'm gonna put you up on the screen by yourself, okay?
Oh, all right. Thank you very much, brother. All right. Good evening, everybody. Hey, so here is the book of poetry that I'll be reading from. The Eye of the Ghost, Bill Bauer. Bill Bauer is a personal friend of mine, a Vietnam veteran that I met back in 80s. I think I met Bill in the 80s. Anyway, he is just a fantastic poet, and he has given me the opportunity to read his poetry, and I've had an opportunity to do that public here in Kansas City. And so he has written a book, several poem books on Vietnam, and some other books. And you can find him. I'm not sure he has a Facebook presence, but his name is Bill Bauer, Bauer. Yeah, Bauer, Bill Bauer. And so anyway, he wrote a poem, and it is called the Eye of the Ghost. So I'm going to try to do my best job here for him, and we'll go from there. The ghost shivers in one corner of the room like an enigma from the moon. You look over your shoulder, afraid to speak. If it speaks, you will remember. To remember is to be a little crazy again. The ghost remembers everything. It has no stake in line. It remembers you are afraid to say no. You stood in line with the others and cursed your luck. The line led to the bus to the plane to the truck to the base camp. The rain deemed the 10 who's of hooches. You really didn't know where you were or why. The ghost wanted you dead. It was afraid too, digging tunnels one cupful at a time. In the distance, the floodlights of the train formed an enormous eye. Bacon shriveled in the field stoves. Ambush patrols crouched like lizards for a kill. You spent the dry season eluding each other and smoked when you could. The ghost followed you home. It was with you when you wrecked the car, and the neighbor's wife ran screaming into the yard, and your uncle told you, "Let it go, man. It's 5,000 miles away." Fish in the aquarium swam oblivious to the crash of mortars against the thin walls of daydreams. You befriended tree frogs and crickets again. You watched a thunderstorm blow like twisted memory. Prayed it would carry the ghost away. But a man meets the ghost in the hallway mirror, brushes his teeth and locks the door, sleeps with a flashlight and a baseball bat. The ghost squats in one corner of the room, waiting for the dreamer to rise and stand its post. In its eyes as it watches from its world on the other side of the sky, you are the ghost. Thank you. So that's something from Bill Bauer, and hope you got a little something out of that. He's won some awards. He was part of a National Guard unit in 1968 here in Kansas City when I was a senior in high school, and his unit was called up to patrol the streets of Kansas City. And since they had a unit called up, they decided to send them to Vietnam for a year. So they all went off to Vietnam for a year. And his first 4 books of poetry about Vietnam. He's written some other great stuff too. But anyway, Bill Bauer's a cool cat. He lives in Hawaii now. He's retired. Did real well in life as far as financially, that kind of thing. And he also helped me and another veteran support a project with the local Vietnam Veterans Against the War chapter that we had in Kansas City in the 80s and 90s here. And he helped buy some recording equipment and helped us develop that program, the Vietnam Veterans Radio Network. History you can dance to.
Papa Biz, you see that question from Eva? Eva Divkovic says, struggling to find the Vietnam book by Bill Bauer.
Well, let me spell it. It's spelled B-A-U-E-R.
You got to spell it, Eva. You got to spell it B-A-U-E-R. And what's the name of the book, Papa Biz?
The Eye of the Ghost is the name of the book. The Eye of the Ghost, Bill Bauer. B-A-U-E-R. Let me get it up there. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. Now, I know he's, you can Google him and you'll find him. He's actually got some videos on YouTube, I think, of him reading his work. So if you want to see how he reads it compared to the way I do it, because I mean, an author and a person who writes their poetry, they read it different than I'll read it because I interpret it a different way. You know what I ask you next time? You did a great job on it. You have an incredible voice. Is that you sit in the same position you are right now, because you moved forward, and so you wound up being like this. And then you see how my sound changed. So your sound changes when you're too close to the mic. So you got to keep
You sound perfect back there, and it looks good.
Okay.
You should just pick up
All
a
right.
book
All
and
right.
read right
All
there.
right. Well,
Next time you do it. I think
yeah.
there'll be a next time because our audience enjoyed it. Everybody stayed. People enjoyed.
Okay, good. I do lots of things with all kinds of music, with people's lyrics. In fact, I just happened to run across wonderful, which ties into what we are doing here. It's a very old book, published
Hey, Papa
1971.
Biz, do you have some other windows opened on your computer? Because you are all of a sudden, um,
No,
you're coming in
well,
very
hang on,
choppy.
hold on. I can close some. That's not a problem.
Like you come in and chop. I can't. You sound robotic, and you dropped off. All right, everybody. I didn't drop them off. The Eye of the Ghost by Vietnam veteran Bill Bauer. Yes, I love y'all. Y'all are active and engaged. Yeah, I sent out this link last week twice to friends, and I sent it out again this week. And like I said, I just sent out the actual link so folks could, the for the backstage. So if any of those friends wanted to come on, they could come on. I didn't want to send it out to a huge audience in case it got flooded. And then I'd have too many people I'd have to say no to. So I just sent it out to 12. And I'll probably rotate that list. I'll keep it the same for 2 weeks and then I'll change it up and see what happens. And we'll see folks come in here. People are busy. It's a time when everybody's doing their thing. I'm checking this email to see if somebody's reaching out. So let's just be a safe space for folks and, not doubt ourselves and question motives. I see Papa Biz has joined us again.
Okay, now I have closed everything out except what I have open, which is StreamYard.
I can tell. And yep. So just keep this browser open. You're a lot fat. You're coming in perfect.
Now, only thing I got open is an email, and I can close that too.
Yep, it's all good. I think
So
it's
there you go. Is that better?
let me
I noticed the light was fading on some stuff there for a while, so it could be that's why. So I think maybe it's better.
I've got some VFPE news for folks as well. I think most of our audience is Veterans for Peace, but I'm not sure how many folks are getting the e-news. And so there's a lot of national projects that I just want to highlight. Some are national projects and some are programs.
Well, if you don't mind, I can turn you on and I can hear you in my house. I need to go make me a cup of coffee. So if you want to do that, that allows me to go get me some coffee. And because I got you through my system and I can hear you through my speaker system.
Cool. I'm gonna share screen. That's perfect. Yeah, because I'm gonna share the screen, and so people can actually see the e-news and see what Veterans for Peace is doing and offering to folks, and then sign up for the newsletter if y'all want. Yeah, please, by all means, Papa Biz, make your coffee. It's Friday night. Everybody should have a drink with them. I've got water. Please get your favorite form of hydration, be it a beer, a wine, a champagne, schnapps. That's what's that? Something bitter. Get some bitters if you had dinner, or get yourself a nice whiskey, a tequila. If you're in a legal state, blaze up. Do whatever you need to do to feel comfortable, and chill out and learn and share and grow and build. All right. So let's do some. Let me share my screen real quick. I've got this open on the other screen. It should work. Cool. All right. So here's our Veterans for Peace, the weekly e-news for February 18th. Winter Soldier. Suspend the annual U.S. South Korea war drills. I don't know how many people know about that. If you're not involved in anti-war work, do you know that the U.S. and South Korea do do annual drills in the South Pacific and get together and mess up the environment and play war games, and the people don't want it to happen, but the US keeps doing it. You can check out this and more Friday, March 12th, 2021 at 4 p.m. Winter Soldiers for Peace and Social Justice, the movie Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan, and Today will be shared. Here's some information on that coming up very soon. Please mark your calendars. That's just what, like, that's just 14 days away. This will be an awesome experience, right? You can you see down there, you can click here for more info. So you guys can go to Veterans for Peace page.org and sign up for the e-news. You don't have to be a member, you don't have to be anything, and you can get access to this information. There is an action alert for stop the U.S. South Korea military exercises. Take action to hold the U.S. accountable in Okinawa. This coming 2 weeks from now on Wednesday on my Stand Down Live show with my co-hosts Natasha and Mike, we're going to chop it up about Okinawa. I got my brother Pete Doctor, who lives in Hawaii. He's going to come through, and we're going to try to get in a couple of our comrades from Okinawa to come into the live chat as well, and really break it down and share with the American public some more about what's going on in Okinawa, so that you can get informed and learn how tax dollars are being wasted and thrown down the drain, and just used in ways that a democratic society has chosen not to do, and we're doing it against their will. So you got a virtual screening coming up on March 15th, The People vs. Agent Orange. Leave No One Behind, a mural project. I mean, this is a really wealth of information and opportunities for people to engage in the peace movement in all sorts of arenas. If you're into visual art, if you're into movies, if you're into action and organizing and mobilizing, there's many ways to get involved around the country and around the world. With and through Veterans for Peace, an active organization with a very robust platform for getting out good information. This right here is something that has been striking me to the bone the past couple of days. You see what my mouse is going around? This is something I talk about often when I do recruitment awareness, is how many bases are around the world. Look at this. The Cost of War Project releases new research. New research from the Cost of War Project mapping the scope of post 9/11 wars was published in an exclusive interactive map with USA Today. I'm not going to click the link because I'm scared I'll get lost in some weird internet thing. Their most recent data on the scope of U.S. operations in the name of counterterrorism. You can also find their research paper, including the version of the map, as well as a detailed description of research methods and sources here. So the links are live. So you can go there and you can click on it and see just how many like conflicts or how many things the US is creating to get into and to keep this war machine going. It's quite disgusting. Among the key takeaways is that despite the US government's assertions that it is pivoting away from counterterrorism towards strategic competition with Russia and China in its foreign policy priorities, there has been no such drawdown. In fact, operations have expanded and now stretch across 85 countries. It's insanity where we are. Gamers for Peace. I love that this is happening. I'm not a part of it. I'm not a gamer, but I love that there's Gamers for Peace, and I want to give them my music and make that happen, make that a reality. So yeah, there's just a bunch of opportunities to share, and it's a robust website, and a robust organization, honestly, working diligently to make itself better, which is something I really appreciate. and I find it to be honest. What's up, Papa Biz? You were just waving at me. You're just saying hi. That's cool. Hi. You got your coffee? You must have a Keurig if you got back with your coffee that quick. You didn't. You don't have a French press. You're muted. You're muted. You are muted, Papa Biz.
Now, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you now.
How well do you hear me?
I hear you very well. You sound just like you
Is
did.
it too well, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, if I don't use any, I'm not using any headphones. I'm listening to the speakers. I'm not getting the feedback, and it's sounds okay, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Because you're listening to me on the speakers on your computer, not on the TV. Sometimes you have it on the TV.
No, I got them on my speakers right here. I got them on my speakers. I got big speakers right here. See that?
Yeah.
So anyway,
I like to put it on my speakers too, and then take the headphones off. It gets hot with the headphones on for a while.
yeah. Well, it just sounds like I can hear you better and everything. So
Cool.
hopefully.
Yeah, we hear you just fine. It sounds good. You probably can't hear yourself very well, is what it is, right? Because if you turn yourself up too loud, you get feedback. It's all good. You sound great.
No, thank you. Yeah, it sounds fine. I hear you fine. So we cool, I think.
Well, I see we have new comments. The feed is not refreshing. I'm trying to see what people said. Okay. Cool. Eva said there's a good book that's called Base Nation: How the US Military Bases Abroad Harm America and the World. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Well, I just watched a video about over 800 bases around, and some of the bases don't even have personnel on them.
Right.
They're just military bases that have supplies, ammunition, whatever, all over the world.
800.
Over 800.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
over 800. It's over 800. It's 16%.
And that's not. Oh,
16% of our discretionary budget. No, 16% of our national budget is the military. 56% of our discretionary budget.
And it doesn't count the military bases that we have in the United States. This is overseas bases, overseas operations, 800. I believe. I'm not be someone know. That's what I understood.
Oh, you're very correct. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Talking about the overseas things. So, yeah.
Like I said, y'all, I had a really long day, and so I've got Rise next up on the queue. In honor of y'all, in honor of us, in honor of everybody, my family, myself. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, and I'm gonna share, and we're gonna talk, and I think it's time to share another song, and we might be cutting this one out early tonight. We'll see how it goes. If nobody's in here within the first hour other than us, we're certainly going to bring it to a close, and thank you very much for joining us this week, and then invite you back next week. So right now I'm going to share Rise, which is a song about the struggle in Palestine. And it's not like we went in and did our research and are talking about specific instances of violence in Gaza or Palestine acted by the state of Israel, or we're calling out the state on every single line. But that's the vibration in the song. That's the intention in the song. The people that we're caring for are the oppressed people in Palestine and Gaza. And we stand in solidarity with them. So that's what was meant by this song. This song is produced by my brother, Guy Ron Solero Vanterpool. And he's a really special MC. He's an Army veteran, and he's got the first verse on this song. So you hear the second and third verses from me. I recorded this entire album with him at his house in his home studio in New Jersey. So the beats come from three, I think maybe even Civil I Am. The beats come from maybe 7 different producers. And he produced one of the tracks, and we recorded the entire album together. And since he believed in the concept of the project Civil I Am, we recorded for free. Like, he didn't charge me, And I love that brother dearly. We were working on another project as well, but I moved away, moved out of the city, and it hasn't materialized. So maybe that project can come together at some point soon. And maybe I can see us perform this together live on stage at some point, or hear his part of the track, because he's definitely blessed with the lyrics. He's a beast, as we like to say in hip hop. So this is Rise, and yeah, I'd like to hear what you think of this song after I finish it, Papa Biz.
I rise to the call, stand tall for the occasion. I
Rise above the fall, this man will be amazing.
I rise to the call, stand tall for the occasion.
I was taught never lay down, let him take my life. Leave no man behind, never run from a fight. In the same breath, I teach my son it's wrong to fight. Respect authority, but never let him dim your lights. Know your rights, fight when they're infringed upon. Study history and cite facts, carry the baton. For ancestors and progeny, I leave imprints in wax. Archived and timeless, there's a war going on. Non-violence ain't practice outside on the block. For the violence, we practice with the parry and block society's violence from becoming a stumbling block. Over cycles of violence that land you in a cell block or a box. Know yourself, that's the first lesson. Your enemies keep you from reaching your blessings. They might be your own family or national pride. Fear and courage are the same coin, opposite sides. I rise to the call, stand tall for the occasion. Rise above the fall, this man will be amazing. It's not one above all is celebrating. So let's rise, y'all, let's rise.
I rise to the call, stand tall for the occasion. Rise above the fall, this man will be amazing.
It's not one above all is celebrating. So let's rise.
Beyond all the fear and hating.
The horrors of global war, the saga of dominion, of man over man in his fight over religions, over women, over children, over land, or the killing of the villains is dwarfed by the number of civilian lives lost. Collateral damage, they name the cost. Impersonal titles help dehumanize the loss. So we protest wars, but keep supporting their cost. Our tax revenue goes to the war machine boss on his gilded horse. Expensive suit and tie, blood money filled briefcase, legal at his side with the eagle on his side. So much evil in his eye, he cannot see that Palestine suffers apartheid. So I ride for the freedom of Gaza to this beat. Uprise on a legion for a peaceful defeat. My allegiance worn proudly, never discreet. It's a badge of honor to be with veterans for peace. I rise to the call, stand tall for the occasion. Rise above the fall, this man will be amazing. It's not one above all is celebrating. So let's rise, y'all, let's rise, y'all. I rise to the call, stand tall for the occasion. Rise above the fall, this man will be amazing. It's not one above all is celebrating. Let's rise, y'all, let's rise, y'all. So that's Rise, and the sentiment is to rise up and stand up for our rights, and to embrace our truest nature, which is freedom. You know, thank you, Clay. Much love, Clay. I'm gonna do 3 G's. I'm gonna do 3 G's for y'all right now. I don't know how I'll do on this song, but I think it's on the same sentiment. Different vibration, different producer. That was produced by Ron Solero. This is produced by James Data. This is on my Code Switching album, 2017, and I was trying to run through this earlier. There's a line that I'm not getting. There's a line that's just running away from me every time. Every time. Let's see where we go. Now as night fades to morning and the dreams stop, we begin to wipe the crust from our last teardrops. Eyes burning, the soul yearning for more. When that bubble pops, it's like the feds kicked in your door, bitter and sore. Face stuck in the ground, begging the question, love or apprehension, fear or fearlessness. First and last in power, middle ground can't deal with this. Hot and cold bear witnesses, their fitness is more spiritual than lukewarm fabricated differences. And you can wear this message, it's chainmail armor. The world that'll harm you. Come in peace. I only come in peace now. Hey, I only come in peace now. I only come in peace now. Yeah. I used to come in terror. I used to come in fear. I come in peace. Woo. I meant it when I said it. Life is little more than metaphor. Your daily actions are the seeds planted at your garden store. And what's the farming for? Not the harvest at the right time. Find me at the wine press, bottling the fine wine. I'm ever present with designer lines for your palate. In a moment, I've been known to knock you off your balance and hone your skills and talents. Make it all to fruition. Make it happy accidents beyond the halls of tuition. Go forth and make decisions that'll change the world for the better. Be remembered forever. Tremendous whenever. Always and forever. Woo, and ever, and ever, and ever, and ever. Tafari and Golden, so clever. So clever, so clever, so clever, so clever. Those are my babies. Tafari and Golden Miles. Rattletail. I feel like y'all just want to hear music. I feel like y'all just want the music. We're going to talk and make some music for y'all.
It is my day.
Life is shaking its tail at you, won't be too many. If you get bitten, so it's written, know it, peace and plenty. How you living? What I'm giving is the best of me. We are different, I don't give in. That's my recipe. Nothing's given but a taste. Received pleasantly, the difference is destiny. I let you down gently. This is ecstasy without drug lords and victims. Ain't no getting next to me on drum chords and rhythms. If you get too close to me, drunk off the wisdom, escaping from the legacy, might jumping off the building. Suicidal shock. Go and hide your children or raise them to be aware and trust in their decisions. I spit incisions, the system's broken in disrepair. The indecision has risen and now it's in the air. If I can fix it with my vision, call me Mr. Mayor. Working it local and taking it global. My whole career need a backup spare. Still a hobby rhymer there. I said it. Who cares now? Go and get prepared. The war's coming. It's already here. Your hands in the air. When you wave them, make it because you really care. Life changing. And yeah, it all matters in the end. So own your flaws and make a real friend. Go find holy wars. Make hashtag peace trend. Go find your cause. Subscribe and hit send. Don't you wish it was all that easy now? We could focus on the moment or dwell in the how. Prepare for the future. I'm sitting on clouds with silver linings and here to say with this word really bow. God is in the heart, the art is in the moment. Love is in the now and the true masters own it. God is in the heart, the art is in the moment. Love is in the now and the true masters own it. Sword sharpener, drove fat lady to the opera. Like carpenter, rose the level like candelabra. Harbinger of change, soul rebel to bargainers. Walking through the market, flipping birds at marketers. You get it or you don't. Believe it or you can't. I'm flipping in the fire, flipping coals on your camp. Sight to sight, third eye, vision of a mogul. The scenes I write invite you visionaries over. Boundless captures in the dreams of a marine. Slave mounds and burial mounds with no closure. Like, you know, that's code switching. Code switching goes really hard and really fast for 25 minutes of like just brutal lyrical display over these beats that just you want to play over and over again. My man James Data, I met him in a spot in New York. It was I'm forgetting the name of the spot, but it was a Freestyle Mondays event. I'm pretty sure it was Freestyle Mondays, and he came through passing out beat tapes. It was CDs, it was beat CDs, and I took this CD home, and it was months later that I actually listened to it. And when I listened to it, I fell in love, and I started writing right away. I wrote Code Switching, and then I shared it with him, and I was like, "Yo, James," I said, "I wrote this album, Code Switching." I said, "You want to make a project together?" And he heard the tracks, and he said, "Yes, let's make an album together." And so we made that album together. He had put the beat tape out with many people, you know, and so I wrote these tracks without asking his permission on his tracks, and he loved it, and so we made this album. The tapes are called the data files. I know his homeboy also made some of the same tracks off of them because of the way we did it. But Hey Style Rhymes is his name. He's also a veteran MC. He's a veteran and he's an MC, and he's a veteran MC, and he's dope too. Yeah, man, there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of people with a lot of
triple threat.
Triple threat, right?
Yeah. That's
It's
how
very
you say
cool.
that.
Yeah.
So,
What's going on?
folks are just Al made it.
Or prophets of
Appreciate
war
Al coming
peace
by.
with war. Yep. Al says thanks for the invite. He's late, but he's here. Yeah, we love y'all. We thank you for being here with us on this Friday night. It's 9 o'clock. Y'all are all here. What y'all want to do? You want some music? If you want some music, tell me you want some music, and I'll put something else in the queue. I don't have anything else in the queue. That's all I put in there was 5 tracks. So if y'all want to hear something, good mention of apartheid in Palestine in your song. Yes, thank you, Eva. Yeah, we love you, Al. Yo, I'm here. I'm trying to give y'all food. You know what I'm saying, and supply y'all with what you need. So if you came here for some vibrations on music and you want to hear some stuff, I'm glad to share. If you just came to support Papa Biz and I and show some love and, you know what I'm saying, get that in return, I think we've done that for you.
Yes, we have tonight. We think so.
You know, I think we did a great job of love you folks too, you know, of sharing with y'all. I don't want to dip out super early and just run away. I feel like I'm doing you some sort of a disservice. I don't know. Let me know something good. Let me know something bad. If you're not letting me know anything, I'm gonna think that it's all good.
It's all good, brother. It's what you want.
You know.
I mean, people adjust, humans adjust, we adjust as always. So it's a fun thing, but I appreciate everybody that comes here on a Friday night, hangs out, and lets us pontificate for a moment or two, and try to share a little thing about peace and what peace is all about. And having been better, or we are veterans, you and I, then I think we kind of have an understanding what war's about. We both trained for war. We're both lucky we didn't go there, but go into that. But we do deal with this moral injury I deal with every day. I think it even sometimes might even slip into a post-traumatic stress thing. Who knows? But I appreciate the opportunity to be able to read Bill Howard's poetry tonight. He's a wonderful guy, and I would suggest, I do believe he has a YouTube. I do believe he's got some stuff over there on YouTube that you can go and see some interviews and see him do his own work. He's a wonderful peace veteran, and so just wanted to share his work.
Very cool. We should put up his we can put up a link for him next week. We can come up and put up.
Yeah, I don't have anything, ready on that. I mean, if you could, cool. I mean, I don't. I'd have to. Yeah, we could do that. I'll find that and get it to you before next week, and then you can get it up on the page.
Yeah, we can put a banner up while you read his work. I'll run.
Sounds good, because I've got a whole bunch of stuff I can do with him. I got one called the Ice House. It's kind of chilly, but it's good. Okay. It's real good. Yeah, I love it. And I like to do other things too in the future. Some things I was going to tell you, I ran across a book that I had got bought in 1971. That's just way back when I first got involved in veterans groups from the War Resistor League. Are you familiar with them at all?
Yes, I'm not familiar with them, but I know.
Yeah, I know. It'd be interesting. I had this book, and there's a lot of anti-war groups from 1971, and I'm going to do some research on Google to see how many of them are still around and what maybe they have moved to. You know, maybe they've morphed into something different.
That's a lot of that would be a long time for them to still be together, you know, because it takes a lot of passion.
Yeah,
To be a passionate
yeah,
person to do this work.
yeah,
And
yeah. There's a lot of
yeah,
there's a few groups like that that are. One comes to mind is VVAW out of Chicago. They've been together since 1967. Incorporate in that group.
yeah.
So they've been around a long time. All right, man. Well, nobody said nobody. Let's see what are people saying. Thank you very much. Okay, cool, cool. Well, I wanted to put up my Agent Orange flag, so I had an American flag and I tried to put it over the top of it. It didn't look too good, but I did get the Agent Orange flag, so I'm going to start flying that instead of the American flag.
I see that up there. Yeah.
Because I mean that's for Vietnam veterans. That's still a big deal. They're still dying from it. We're still trying to get benefits from it.
Yeah.
So it's still a major thing for the Vietnam era veterans, and now we're finding that the military has stored this toxic waste. I mean toxic chemical all over all over Southeast Asia. So people who have served on Guam, people who served on Okinawa, people who served in Taiwan, Philippines, all have been exposed to it. And then again on the ships, we finally got the Blue Water Navy thing done. So any ship that served in the waters of Southeast Asia and China Sea is available for benefits if they get any illnesses related to the Agent Orange, like heart disease, high blood pressure, things that, I mean, I don't know them all, but a veteran can go through the VA, and if they served in the Navy during that period of time and on a ship, they now can apply for benefits and compensation in some cases.
Yeah, we can definitely. I think that's one of the projects that I just looked at here on this email, the Agent Orange project, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the veterans organization that I belong to, VBA, the other one, the kind of I wouldn't call it mainline, but
No.
they've done just a ton of work in this area, as well as VVAW. And actually, VVAW should get credit of bringing the issue of Agent Orange to the forefront in the 70s, before the war was even over, and put to bed, as they like to say. So it's been a long fight, and we continue, and then we find that children and even grandchildren. So we've been working to try to make sure that their descendants are taken care of also. So we keep working at it, brother. We try to make things happen.
The comment from Cheyenne earlier: Biden and friends teach civility via bombs. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we could probably talk about that. I mean, I don't see why anybody would be surprised by what Biden did there if they understood where his politics were.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I'm not surprised by it. I mean, I wish they'd use the money for other more important things, like helping the schools get open by adding more classrooms and more teachers, so that they're not all 30 teachers and 30 students in one classroom. That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Hey, Papa Biz, let's say goodnight to the folks. I'm gonna take y'all out. I'm gonna stay on, Papa Biz. I want to chat with you if you can, brother. Just real quick.
Okay, well, folks, as always, my thing that I like to tell folks when, as a can evangelist, it's a cat that's all things cannabis, and it's really not about the getting high. It's about saving lives. Thank you.
I love you, brother. So here's an acapella for y'all. This is called Safe Space. Please share this. Please comment on this, y'all, and share this with some friends, and come back next week, and we'll have some artists here for you, and we'll share it with more artists throughout this week. Yo, I am here to uplift your dreams. I encourage them. They make us better beings. I am asking you, what is it you're seeing? I am you, and we have coliseums. Questions of power. Power enables freedoms. Freedoms are non-negotiable. Many don't receive them. I got you little ones. I teach them how to knuckle up. My queen disdains violence. I don't want to deceive them. Believe we fighting for our lives. Babies win the prize. Energize us on the inner side with big pride. Align your chakras. Turn the wheels of life's ride. Kindle your kundalini. Cultivate a whole tribe. Stoke the coals like the smoke for the fire. Diminish the trash. Recycle if it don't expire. You do the math, ignore the ads and just inspire. Our freedom fighters and writers should be the most admired, not tired rappers deceiving the masses. Free energy, free everybody. Capitalists breed fascists. The exploitation of resources and classes. People for their culture to that free ride crashes, clashing with nature and life, digging mass graves. Now armed white men are comparing themselves to slaves. Vultures snatching at us, going Natch's way, wishing it was back to normal, and all we wanted was a brighter day. Clowns under Fed protection, shine the light, follow my heart's desire, freedom fight, beat the lies with this art form, my soul take flight, your body follow wherever I hold a pen or mic. This is lit, so it's a fit for all stations, blazing airwaves with all of the placements. I think that's all we got right now. That's all we got place for and timing for. Yo, peace, love, and blessings to y'all. And we'll see where we find you next week. Peace and love and light. Turn it up, shine it bright. See you next week.